You might have heard that live shopping is exploding. And I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop, prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No, you can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. Come on in. Today we're going mountain climbing because my wife likes to climb mountains and I decided to do a podcast about it. No, that's not the case, but we're talking the metaphorical mountains. But she does like to climb mountains. She will drag me to a mountain and say, come on, let's climb it. And she leads the way up. I follow her and she thinks she's the leader of mountain climbing. It's not true. I'm actually behind her as to protect her in the event of her fall and to protect the damsel in distress from sure death. That's really what it's all about. Just so you know, and we have our stories correct when we meet her next time, okay? Actually, mountain climbing as a metaphorical venture in life, as a goal you're going for, maybe just what you're struggling with today or how you can get where you want to go. The question would be, are you climbing the correct mountain? It's a Daily Boost. It's me, Scott. Good to have you. Thanks for stopping by. A little raspy voice today. I'm going to ask for your thoughts. Here's the script. Next time you hear me like this, Dear Scott, I know you've had trouble with your voice for about a year now. I love your podcast, except when it's really scratchy. So, do me a favor. Drink a lot of tea. Don't you dare touch the coffee again. And stop talking so much except when you have the podcast. Love you. Your loyal listener. There you have a script. Use it whenever you want to. Just send it over my way and I'll hear it. I'll get it, okay? Yeah, mountain climbing. It's kind of one of those things, right? I love the mountains. I do. Got some pictures of my wife out on Mount Hood. She climbed all the way up there. I only have pictures because she had somebody else take them. I was down at the bottom. That's how it works sometimes. But when we're born, we're kind of born to the mountain of life, right? And you live your life. Now, personally, sidebar, I don't think most people are even aware they are alive. Oh, sure, they know they're breathing, but do they really know they're alive? I don't think so. I think a lot of people are like born, go to Walmart, do that again and again and again, go home. That's it. Maybe Disney World in between. I also don't think people can even imagine their death. So when we're born, going to Walmart again and again and again, and we're like, well, better make my life better. Because you know what? I'm going to die someday. No, I'm not. I'm invincible. We can't imagine it. I'm not going down the spiritual road. I'm not going to question those things. Just go with it, okay? That's not what this show's about. Most people are freaking out right now. Scott, people do know. Huh? Okay. You're born. You start climbing this metaphorical mountain of life. You have challenges. You get experience. You do. You get perspective. You get to tops of some mountains. Some you never get to start. some you wish you could, all that stuff, right? Is it a failure for that? No, not at all. I had a client in one of my, I forgot when it was, one of my mastermind groups I'd run over the years. I'll never forget I was chatting with him and I said, I need to ask you a question. Are you sure you're climbing the right mountain? And he stopped. He goes, I never thought about it. I'm thinking, here's a high performance individual. A guy's in a mastermind. You don't get in masterminds unless you're quick thinking you want to do a lot with your life. That's what happens. You just get in there, you go and you learn and you excel, right? And so for him to be just dumbfounded by that, he said, maybe not. Maybe I'm not sure. Maybe it's the wrong mountain. And we had to go through that whole process. We started to figure that out. That's where this came from. So understand something. When you, metaphorically speaking, are saying, I'm going to go climb a mountain, what I'm talking about today is this. And I guess in real life, it's true as well. It's a big goal. And like with any goal, and psychology tells us these days that the bigger, the more hairy the goal, the more impactful, the more cool, whatever you want to call it, the more you're likely to go for the goal. Also, it's going to be really hard to do, and the more you're likely to get scared away from going to the goal. But we know psychology tells us now that when you have something that's really just amazingly big and you get excited about it, you're likely going to go get it. There's some other factors involved in that as well, but this is not a goal-setting show. We'll cover that at another time. Just take it for today, okay? Now, in most cases, even if you climb a mountain, you're going to encounter problems. So let's go through some of the problems you're going to get. So I was coming across the country years and years ago. I was in, I stopped in Hays, Kansas. I was probably coming from St. Louis, I guess, and I ended up in Hays. And I ended up going through Hays, Kansas, and what I saw coming into Hays, Kansas was, I don't know, it seemed like 27 hours of nothing but plains. Plains. Just flat, I guess, wheat. Stayed in Hays. Saw Hays, which is not much better than what I just gone through. Maybe it's better now. It was a long time ago. Then I started my car, and the next morning I headed toward the mountains, and there was hours and hours and hours of more plains. This is so boring. I just want to see the Rocky Mountains. I just want to get up in the mountains. That's what I wanted to do. I'd never been there before. Come on, where are the mountains? I started to kind of see them off in the distance. I said, I'm going to go to the big one. That's where I'm going to go. But then something happened. I'm going through the plains, and then I got to work up through the foothills, which are just kind of little mountains. You got to climb these little mountains. And then as I got higher and higher and higher, I said, here you come. It's the Vail Pass. What's a pass? Oh, I get it. There's two peaks on either side. I got to go through the pass. Otherwise, I got to climb the mountain. I'm passing through. Didn't want to climb those other mountains. I had to go to the big mountain, not that mountain. And eventually you do come upon the mountain you set out to climb, the one you saw, so far away, and now you're here. The goal was to focus on the mountain to get there, take the most direct path to get there, because a lot of people, they feel like they're wasting time when they set a big goal, yet they haven't started. And I will not let you do what I call fixing to get ready. If you set a goal, I'm going to push you to go after it. That's my job. Okay, I'm going to do it. I do it professionally speaking. Don't get mad at me. You asked me to hold you accountable. I'm going to do it. But the truth is sometimes it does take a while, because if you set the goal to climb that big mountain and you're in St. Louis, it's going to take you a while to get up in the Rockies, isn't it? That's how it is. So don't get upset with that. It just takes time. Patience will get you there. But what are those damn foothills? What are they? Well, that's life. That's kids. That's work. That's stress. You can't climb your mountain until you deal with that, right? How can we handle that?
Study and play come together on a Windows 11 PC. And for a limited time, college students get the best of both worlds. Get the Unreal College Deal. Everything you need to study and play with select Windows 11 PCs. Eligible students get a year of Microsoft 365 Premium and a year of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate with a custom color Xbox wireless controller. Learn more at windows.com/student offer. While supplies last. Ends June 30th. Terms at aka.ms/collegepc.
Around here, we focus on three areas. We'd like you to have impact, like you to have some income to pay for the impact you're going to have, and like you to have incredible independence. It's a life integration, if you will. Because I know you want to climb that mountain, but I also know for you to accomplish the goal of climbing that mountain, we must take care of the smaller mountains. We must integrate all those little things that are going on along the way. The kids, the work, the stress, and all that stuff. If you don't handle that, you will not get to your mountain. If you do, your life will fall apart. If you handle just that, you will not get to your mountain. So we have to integrate them together. So you have to climb those foothills on our way to what we're doing. You're just going to have to go through it. Now, what happens when you get to the mountaintop? Does it get any easier? Does not. Have you ever been up to a mountain that's very high? Maybe a 14er or a 15er? When you get there, the trail gets pretty rocky. It gets pretty vertical. It gets pretty narrow. You have to fight for every step you're taking to get up there. And it gets windy and it gets cold. It's like Mother Nature hangs out at the top of the mountains. It's kind of like what it is when you're going for the top of what you're doing. It gets tough. But you also notice there's not that many people around there anymore. Most people stop. So you keep taking steps, keep working your way up, and you get all the way to the top. And you go, look, I'm here. I'm at the top. I have summited. You take a picture and you look around, and then you're standing up on top of this mountain. You're like, okay, well, this kind of stinks. It's cold. It's windy. I can hardly stand. And looking down at the valley's nice and green and pretty. Maybe I should go down there. That looks nicer there than up here. Now, isn't that funny how that works? We work our way to the top bit by bit by bit. When we get there, it's like whatever. Because see, that wasn't the goal of climbing the mountain. If that's the right mountain you wanted to do, that wasn't the goal of climbing it. The goal was actually to go after it and chase it and get to the top. Once you get to the top, it doesn't matter because you've already done the work to get there. See, the mind doesn't understand being there. It understands getting there. Sometimes you can really go after what you want. You can climb the perfect mountain and get there, and it's like anticlimactic. Sometimes you can be climbing the wrong mountain and get there, and you're thinking, what was I thinking? I guess I climbed the wrong mountain. That's why I say I want you to check that, make sure you're climbing the right mountain. And even if you do, you have to know that when you get there, you need to celebrate, because when you do, you have to realize, hey, this is what I did. And then you have to remember one more thing too. You want to stay there. And metaphorically speaking, I want you to stay there. If you're on an actual mountaintop, I want you to leave and come down, okay? But metaphorically speaking, if you set a goal to climb to the top of the mountain, I want you to stay on top of the mountain. It's easier to stay there than to climb down. Have you ever noticed how hard it is to go down a hill as compared to go up a hill? You get there faster, yes, but it's a lot of work. Your legs scream at you the entire way. So once you choose the right mountain, once you climb the right mountain, I want you to do everything you can to stay on top of that mountain, which may be the harder thing to do. Whenever I'm working with anybody, all our groups do this. We set the stage with our groups when they come in. We work with them. And we're always looking at, let's go climb the mountain, let's do that. But we also know that once we get you to the top of the mountain, then we got to figure out what to do after that, because there's always a bigger mountain, right? All right, now it's summertime. You're not thinking too much about that, but as we get into August, you will be, and I will be as well. Opening up a new Face Your Passion group and some other stuff. Very different this time around. I'll explain that later. We're doing a different thing with it this time, and I think you're going to be very interested in that, but we'll talk about it later. What's coming up tomorrow? I have no idea. Right now, I know my wife is mowing the lawn because she likes to mow the lawn. It's a big lawn, but she likes to do it. And because she likes to do it, she likes me to come trim the lawn. It's a big lawn, so I don't like to do it. But because she's married to me and I'm married to her, and she likes it when I do it, good hubby, I'm going to trim the lawn right now. Wish me well.